So we're melting the butter.
Jinx, she hasn't made a root beer.
You don't even like root beer.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you
It's
do?
the only soda I like.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Talking about soda.
If I would have known that, I would have bought you some root beer too.
Okay.
We hope your Christmas was wonderful. Ours was terrific. We had a great Christmas. And now, on Christmas break, I have my very beautiful nieces up here with me.
And by the way, we just made up this channel, Cooking with Ducks. It just came out of nowhere, but
We needed something to do during Christmas break, so we are cooking with ducks.
yep. Because that represents the Oregon Ducks. You know what the thing should be? We should have a song, and then the ducks should go quack, 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 and then at the beginning, and then you should be wearing a chef hat with a spatula and a pot in his hand, like smiling, wearing his Oregon Duck shirt.
All right, so the margarine is almost melted all the way. I don't know if you can see that or not.
That's perfect.
Okay. We still do have a little bit in there, so I'm just kind of squishing it around a little bit.
It's not
Oh, it
monster.
looks like we have some of the paper in there.
You.
We don't want paper in our
And
margarine.
it's okay, you'll have chunks of butter in there, but it'll cook up. And hopefully you mix it good enough. But. So I'm
right.
going to be mixing while she slowly pours in our butter. I'll beat the egg this time.
Okay.
And then we'll pour it in. And then you can pour it in.
Oh, cooking with ducks.
That's what it should be. It'll be like... Beavers die, ducks fly. Quack, quack, quack. If you're a beaver fan, then just... You don't even need to know how to do this.
All right. Next, we're going to mix in the sugar, the egg, and the vanilla. While I get the sugar, we're going to have Alyssa beat the egg. We already have the eggs out.
Okay. We're prepared.
Here we go. Here's an
Okay.
egg for you.
Eggs can get messy, and especially when you're doing it with your hands. So I clearly suggest that you do wash your hands after this. If you do not wash your hands, that can make somebody who's eating this very sick. And if you do get an eggshell, like I just got a tiny one in there, use the big eggshell to scoop it out with the, to get the eggshell that's in there out, because eggshells attract to eggshells. So
Yes.
now I'm
So-
going to beat it.
Alyssa's going to beat the egg with the fork.
Like you're making scrambled eggs, you just do the same thing and make
While
sure
she does that, I'm going to pour the sugar into the bowl, the mixing bowl. Not quite a whole cup of sugar.
Okay, so beat. Now our egg is beaten up. I can do it very fast, faster than my sister. Okay, and then we're just slowly gonna pour our egg over the top of our sugar. Okay, I'm just gonna scrape this out.
Okay, and then we also need to put in 1 teaspoon of vanilla.
Vanilla.
Can you hold the spoon while I pour?
And then you can get all your ingredients in and then mix, but that's what we're doing right now. But we mix the bananas and butter, and then now we're just getting all the ingredients in, and now we're starting to mix.
All right, so we mix again. We mix in the sugar, the egg, and the vanilla, and we mix and stir until it's all stirred in.
So right now, to get you prepared, you need flour, baking soda, and salt. So get that out. And we'll tell you how much when it's time. After you mix this. If you have a good arm like I do, like can mix really fast, like an electric one. You can use an electric one, but you're better off hand mixing.
With this bread, you don't use an electric mixer.
Okay.
You only
never mind.
use a hand
Do
mixing
not
with this
electric
bread.
mix. Caution. Okay. Is this
And it specifically calls for, the recipe specifically calls for a wooden spoon. Okay?
That's good.
Nope, not quite enough. See how it has a little thingy in it there?
Okay. And there's our baking powder.
Soda.
Or baking soda. Okay. And this and your sugar just slowly disappears. Fastly disappears.
And remember, just a pinch of salt is just a couple small shakes.
So now we're going to put in
That's it.
1.5 cup of flour.
We have to mix in the baking soda and the salt first.
Okay. Never mind. Now, what does the baking soda do?
The baking soda helps the bread to rise.
Okay.
And the flour also helps the bread to rise. Baking soda and flour are the ingredients that cause cookies or bread or whatever it is that you're baking. The flour and the baking soda are what you use to make it rise.
Half cup, not a full cup.
Okay?
Oh.
Yep.
Hang on, there's a big hole and I don't know if I have enough in there.
Okay.
Okay, here's my cup that I'm just gonna pour my flour.
1 cup and
And a
1
half.
half cup.
And then if you're making 2 batches, you can put everything away because we're not making a 3rd batch. And if you are, you don't have to, but I think nobody should be making a 3rd batch. Unless it's for a party or for people. And then you can mix that because that's all we have for the batter. So
We already have our bread baking pan and we've already sprayed it with cooking spray so that it doesn't
we're
stick.
ahead of ourselves today.
Yes.
So after this, we have 2 more things to bake after this, but we're going to take a 45-minute rest, and then we're going to come back and check on our bread and hopefully start a new project.
We'll show you the finished product with the bread when it's complete, and we'll also show you the pretzel molds.
Right now. Right?
Maybe.
Hopefully right now. If we could bring them over here. Okay. So I'm just mixing in all the flour. There's a few flour balls in here. Okay, there's them. So we have our sprayed pan. Okay, and I'm not going to use a spoon. I'm just going to use this.
I'm just going to get all this out off of there.
So we use the clear one and this little white one right back here. Okay? So I'm going to see if we can get a perfect angle on this again. Of me scraping it into there. Okay.
Let's scrape our spoon off.
Don't be afraid to get dirty while you're cooking with ducks. Okay. So, I'm just going to go like that. Okay, this is another perfect angle for you guys. Okay. I'm just looking in the camera to make sure I'm getting everything.